Before you start watching this video, I have to point out the fact that this is the second part of my Luigi's Mansion 2 HD review. So if you haven't watched the part 1, I strongly recommend you to do so. You can find it in this video's description or on my channel page. Now, without further ado, let's proceed to our review. Treacherous Mansion is the last place we visit in the Evershade Valley. This location includes many rooms with various history exhibitions. I'd say that they look much more believable than any exhibition in a real museum. For example, at the Ice Age exhibit we got an actual living mammoth. There's also a jungle exhibit with not the friendliest flowers and the Dark Age exhibit which features knight armor sets, weapons and Iron Maiden. There's an interesting detail about the Treacherous Mansion. When we press any C-pad button on this part of the game, instead of his standard phrases, Luigi starts calling Mario, just like in the original game.
Mario? 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 Mario?
Getting pixelated to the Treacherous Mansion, we should go through this extremely fragile bridge towards the mansion's entrance. Looking through the window, we see how the purple toad gets captured by King Boo and gets trapped in the picture. After seeing this, Luigi tries to open the mansion's doors, but here comes our good old troublemaker Polterpup, who traditionally steals the key. We fall in a well and follow the doggo through the tunnel. Here in the underground we have to fight against the medieval knights who turn out to be disguised greenies. I really love the way we defeat them, cause it's so basic yet genius. Basically, when they don't suspend the danger and step on a carpet, we need to quickly pull it back. Doing so, they lose their grip and collapse on the floor. Visiting the underground lab, we become a witness of the ghosts who try to create their own Frankenstein monster out of the old armor set. They failed, but let's appreciate their efforts. I didn't mention this before, but every level in Luigi's Mansion 2 has hidden crystals scattered around. You can challenge yourself to find them all, but be aware that some of them are surprisingly very well hidden. So after our underground adventure, we eventually catch Polterpup and recover the front door key. Soon after, we get to rescue the yellow toad at the jungle exhibition. This toad tells us about another hard worker who got trapped at the Ice Age exhibit. We get there and rescue that purple toad too. Right after that, we need to enter the inner courtyard. Here our fellow toads help us to activate the statue's mechanism, which lifts up the big and elegant staircase to the second floor. When we return to the bunker, we get a chance to look at the recent security image brought by Toads. At that picture we can clearly see our trapped brother Mario and King Boo, who looks at the camera laughing at us. Now all we need to do is to go to the train exhibition. Not so fast though, cause the poltergeist steps on our way and steals a book which activates the passage to the room. We find the ghost by looking through the telescope at Space Exhibit. When we get our eyes off the telescope, we instantly get teleported on a little planet where the poltergeist starts to spin us around and tossing bombs at Luigi. When we finally catch him, we can now get our hands on the book. Sometime after, we teleport from the bunker to the train exhibition, where King Boo and Mario were supposed to be. There, instead of us making an ambush on our biggest enemy, we get surprised by a bunch of boos who then merge into a one big boo, while King Boo is nowhere to be found. To fight these boos, we need to throw the big boo in front of a spiky train drill, and then when they fall apart, we can catch all the boos one by one and send them inside the train cars. Our last mission in this mansion is to catch all the powerful ghosts who came out of the King Boo's newly created portal on the terrace. We need to be fast and clean the place in no time to prevent our dimension from collapsing. I'll admit that I didn't complete this mission from the first try, because you got to be really fast-paced heading from one room to another. This mission serves as a good preparation for the upcoming battle with our greatest enemy who awaits us inside the portal.
You ever wonder what happens when you mix hot lava and chicken? I did, and you're about to find out.
Nom 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 nom.
Entering the paranormal portal, we instantly get teleported to a huge mansion hall, located somewhere in the King Boo's illusion. We take a look around and see that the moonpiece awaits us on the knight armor's hands. We take a few steps towards the armor, lean to grab the piece, and this is when the tough possessor shows up. Cause of course the moonpiece wouldn't just stay by itself and wait for us to grab it. The ghost, preparing for a fight, divides himself in multiple clones, who then possess armor sets and ready to attack Luigi. We easily dodge his attacks by slipping all the knights off the carpet. His final transformation got to be one of the most epic moments in the game. Cause being already desperate, he turns in an enormous knight and tries to step on us or smash us with his sword. But our trustworthy carpet trick works out again, and when he steps on 2 carpets at the same time with his giant armor shoes, we pull back the carpet and he collapses while trying to fight, therefore leaving the dark moon piece on the floor. We get our precious moon piece back. Happy Elvin waits for Luigi to be pixelated to the bunker, though the moon piece turns out to be the only thing that successfully gets pixelated. Our hero Luigi finds himself to be pixelated into King Boo's trap. Here, King Boo reminds Luigi about enclosing him inside the painting and threatens to become a ruler of the whole world. Now we have to beat 2 types of challenges prepared by the King Boo to finally defeat him. First one is the platform with falling spiky rocks. Here, our main goal is to lure King Boo in the place where a rock is supposed to fall. This way, he gets his head smashed by a rock, and after that, the challenge changes to another. In the second challenge, we need to run from the King Boo through the tight corridor full of furniture and try not to get stuck on our way. After completing these challenges, with all the complications brought by our enemy, we are finally able to vacuum King Boo. We retrieve the last Dark Moon piece which was placed on the King Boo's crown. After that we get teleported to the terrace where we free our brother Mario from the painting. With help of the Professor and Toads we connect all the Dark Moon pieces together. As the Dark Moon sets back in the sky, all the ghosts get back to their normal friendly selves, and then we start to celebrate our big victory. Even Polterpup attends our party. We make a group photo with Mario, Gadd and ghosts, then we see Luigi putting the picture on the wall and resting on his sofa with his friend Polterpup sometime after our journey. What a wonderful and peaceful ending to a such great and long adventure. Here come the credits, where we can see many funny pictures of the main characters casually messing around after the victory. I don't know about you, but I really love when developers add such small details. That alone made me watch the credits all the way until the end. Now when we got the game's plot out of the way, we can finally discuss other things about the game. First thing I want to discuss is ghosts and their types. As I said before, the game doesn't have completely unique ghosts with their own backstories as in Luigi's Mansion 1, but I would strongly disagree if someone said that they are boring and not recognizable. Ghosts in Luigi's Mansion 2 always act funny, they interact with each other and do perfect job bothering us on our journey. There are enough ghost types with their unique abilities too. After capturing new ghosts, they appear in Egad's vault, visiting which we can read some of the professor's research notes. So let's go through all of the ghost types presented in the game. The most common enemies are greenies. These fellas won't leave you bored by bringing a whole lot of trouble on your head. They love to dress up, wearing various objects on their heads such as buckets and glasses, which help them to get protected from the flashlight. And they also use various usual life tools as weapons. They even love to cosplay mummies and knights time to time. There's no doubt they are my favorite ghost type in the whole game. Here comes another ghost type called slammers, who are typical bulky gym bros. I recommend you to stay careful with these protein enjoyers. Third ghost type is called hiders. Based on their name, you can already tell they enjoy to hide in furniture and throw different objects at Luigi when he is not looking in their sight. Next ghost type is sneakers, who love to sneak up and spook Luigi from behind. I am not really fond of these cunning guys, though again, they're not guilty for being bad, so try to forgive them for their bad behavior. Creepers are ghosts who most of the time enjoy to stay in their goo form on the mansion's floors. If you step in the goo, it's gonna be quite challenging to break free from their tight hugs. Now we're gonna talk about very unstandard for the game ghosts. Sisters Lucinda, Belinda and Herlinda aren't your normal ghost types. They're unique to that one memorable boss battle at the old graveyard. From the Gadd studies we learn about sisters' quirky relationships towards each other. Next ghost type is gobbers, who are the other type of ghosts I don't necessarily like. These ghosts are big, they have a lot of HP, and on top of that they spit their very own goo, which deals a fair amount of damage. Poltergeists are big brainy ghosts who love to toss things at ya using their telekinetic powers. As much as they are annoying, I truly adore their funny voices. There are several possessors in the game, though they all have the same purpose. As expected, their main purpose is possessing things or other creatures and prevent us from getting Dark Moon pieces which they keep. There are also strong versions to already known to us ghost types, with the only big difference of having power shields. These shields make them much more powerful and hard to defeat. And of course, we couldn't forget about our boy Polterpup, who is definitely the cutest and smartest ghost doggo in the world. I am not sure how many ghost puppies are out there, but he is undoubtedly the best. We can also find other ghost types in the game's Scarescraper multiplayer mode. You can extend your playtime by trying to catch all of them. As it for now, I don't have many of them, but I'll try to fix it in the future. Here in the bunker, we can also view all the boos we've caught throughout our ghostly journey. They all are held in the boo canister. Yep, I didn't mention it, but there are boos on each level which we can catch. By catching all of them on each level, we can unlock bonus levels, which makes 100% completion of the game much more engaging. I remember how the first fight with a boo was quite challenging and unexpected for me, though after a few battles you get used to it and catch these pesky fellas in no time. We can also check all the gems we've found on each level. You can find amethysts at the Gloomy Manor, emeralds at the Haunted Towers, rubies at the Old Clockworks, sapphires at the Secret Mine, and diamonds at the Treacherous Mansion. Some of them are very well hidden, which makes finding all of them its own adventure. I also need to mention that we can upgrade our devoted Poltergust 5000 by gathering coins and bills in the level. Upgrading the Poltergust to its super level allows us to fill the power gauge in no time and use the dark light device for much longer. With that said, I'd strongly recommend you to spend some time searching for money and get these power-ups as quickly as you can. You won't regret it, cause it's gonna help you a big time.
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling a little magical.
We've already covered many aspects of this game, and you may have already thought to yourself that it's probably enough, though I must assure you there's still one big feature we yet gonna talk about. And this is nothing else than Luigi's Mansion 2 multiplayer mode called Scarescraper, which you can play whether online or via local multiplayer. There are 3 game modes available in total. In the Hunter mode, our goal is to clear levels from all the ghosts as fast as possible. In the Rush mode, we need to find the exit from the level before time runs out. And in the Polterpup mode, we have to find all the Polterpups using our magical dark light device. The host of the server can also choose the amount of the Scarescraper floors, which equals to the amount of levels we'll have to clear. There's also a selection of 3 difficulty modes we can choose. Scarescraper is extremely fun to play with your friends, or if you're just like me and have no friends to play with, it's still entertaining to team up with random players from around the world. It all makes up for a great time catching ghosts, fighting bosses and helping each other out. I especially love when the Wool server starts yelling various Luigi's phrases. When it happens, it gets super chaotic yet amusing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good job. Good job.
For the conclusion, I'm gonna say that Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is fairly a great game which gave me fun memories of playing it. It's got a light-hearted, not too deep story which is fair for such a quirky game. It's not scary, which separates it from other games featuring ghosts, and it's definitely a big plus for an easy to scare person like me, who still wants to play somewhat spooky themed game without spending a fortune on diapers. Some people didn't like this game's shift to lighter and not scary style, especially compared to the original game, but I think it wasn't supposed to be scary from the very start of the series. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD provides a lot of funny moments, such as hilarious ghost interactions. I might repeat it 100 times, but I just adore them, so please don't judge me. Not to forget about the one and only cutie Polterpup, who's got to be one of my favorite video game characters. The fact that this entry is mission-based makes it really convenient to play in a handheld mode and jump in and out whenever you want, though I prefer to play through the most of the story on a big screen. The game's music, as expected, is impeccable. It's got that original Luigi's Mansion vibe, with Luigi singing along the tunes. The game got a nice bunch of things to do besides the main story, which fairly extends our playthrough even more. Not to mention that the game by itself isn't the shortest even by today's standards. Lastly, I must say that Nintendo did a great job remastering it for the Switch. Changes may not seem obvious, but when we compare it to its 3DS counterpart, it's got much more details. Even looking at Luigi's suit, which got nice textured jeans, sweater and hat. So with all that being said, I strongly recommend you to pick this game up and give it a try. It's not as graphically advanced as Luigi's Mansion 3, but it definitely got its own charm and highlights. Write down in the comments if you're gonna pick this game up. If you've already played this game, write down your thoughts and we may discuss them. If you want to play this game online and search for someone to play with, I will gladly play it with you. Now, I'm not gonna take any more of your time. As always, it was Innocent Persona. See you in the next video.